As a child, before the lots were cast, my parents moved around a great deal. State of motion was not constant, of course, but it was frequent.
You are about to inhabit a broken mind. Not everything. I was gonna let you say not everything you see is just really. So
I thought you were like pointing to me, like addressing me.
No, I was throwing it to you.
Throwing the mic to me.
I was throwing the mic to you.
Next time you should just hand over a microphone.
Well, I can't touch the microphone.
No,
otherwise
no,
they're
like
bumpy.
with your hand.
Oh, invisible microphone.
Invisible microphone.
Oh, because I pointed at Stacy, but I should have done like. This is the old city Leviathan. My name is Mari.
None, Stacy.
We don't know much about this. It just looked cool, and I was like, yeah, let's do it.
And a Leviathan is a monster.
From the Ocean Bible. It's a giant
It's
water
from the Ocean Bible.
It's a giant water serpent.
Hello again. I guess it's time for us to chat, as is our routine. Not to imply that this is unwanted. In fact, I think I'm growing rather fond of you. You and I have shared a grand nothingness, and I feel as though your belly is a suitable embassy amidst the unknown above.
Your belly? "31st of January. I often wonder how many times I have woken up to greet you. Hundreds, if not thousands of days have gone by, surely. I can't believe you had not shown him to me. Solomon, my dear Solomon, yes. I met him near the south side of this facility. We had a wonderful chat." I almost read that as shot. Like because that's the French word for cat. And then I was like, oh, we had a wonderful cat. And then I was like, no, that doesn't make sense.
Guys, did you know that Stacy speaks French?
Anyways, we had a wonderful chat, and I don't want you to feel jealous. A friendship between us would never develop to eclipse my friendship with you, as he distanced himself from me after mentioning a woman named Belle. The poor fellow was unable to rid his mind of her. Some long-lost friend from an old time, I think. I'm glad I'll never lose you, Leviathan. Our relationship is a special one.
Oh, are we Leviathan, or are we...
I assumed that we were talking to ourselves.
Maybe. Don't get jealous of me! 2nd of February. Okay, so this is...
31st of January.
Okay, and this is 2nd of February. He said something about moving north towards happiness and contentment. I get the sense that this was simple sarcasm, but that often gives way to an actual desire. I do hope he finds what he's looking for. After all, he's making an effort to explore. That's more than I can say for the other minotaurs down here.
Oh, so it's literally a minotaur. We're literally down here with a monster.
What if we're the minotaur and like we're in a labyrinth, like in that old
well, if you
myth.
go back to the map, it shows where the minotaur is.
Yeah. So the one
It's not in this room though.
The one whose residence is near the dumping point for the clean water was bad enough, but the new one, this Moses character, does nothing but whine about his precious dwellers and their unwillingness to move. Where's your movement, Moses? To be fair, he did leave the other day. He said he was meeting with the order camp somewhere north.
5th of February. He's back! Not Solomon, no, the other one. Moses, just down the way. It's so hard to keep track of all the minotaurs these days. But I'm sure you know them all. You are a perceptive one, aren't you? Anyway, he's back, and I feel compelled to go and meet him again. I'm quite the social butterfly, I'll have you know. Granted, whenever I attempt dialogue, I usually get the same tired story about how insane I am, or some other nonsense. Moses doesn't like me. He had the nerve to say that you don't exist. He said that I am some idiot bumbling around spewing my mind to you. Well, Moses, I'm no fan of your work either.
Yeah, take that, Moses. I'm crazy? Well, your work is dumb. 7th of February, the fool. He's made the switch. At least that's what they say. I made the switch once, and my mind has never fully recovered. I embraced void, but I resurfaced quickly enough to survive. Why have you done this, Moses? Why have you dived into uselessness? After I switched to the unclean water, I began to see the world for what it could be, the vasts of nothingness. I can only rely on you to unveil reality again, Leviathan. You must show me what they have done and what this place is, lest I implode in my own abyss.
15th of April. He's gone. No longer will he exist as a parasite in your belly. He has made his escape, his journey to Tarshish, and I cannot help but feel as though he is brave in doing so. On the other hand, here I sit, alone, with nothing to show for myself. I have become static. I sit here, consuming the supplies from the old city, never even considering what the sources might hold. Shall I continue to rot? Perhaps I should drink of the unclean water again. After all, if I am useless, there is no reason not to dissolve. No, I will continue. I will cling to sanity like a man lost in his hope. And I will cling to your innards like the parasite worm I am.
I wonder if this building is what they're considering this to be.
Yeah, I think that we're in this is the belly.
Like, this building is the Leviathan. 30th of November. It has been long enough. I have wasted away being useless for enough time to see that there must be a change. Tomorrow, Leviathan. Tomorrow I will make my journey. I will reach the surface and I will find the old city. I will find the sources. Jonah. Oop. There's a dead rat.
Is that a real rat? Those look like... It almost looks like a stuffed animal, but I can't tell if that's just the art style.
One of my rats passed away.
I heard.
I was upset. I don't want to talk about it anymore. R.I.P. Morrow, you were a good rat. So, I assume that this... Wait, let's look at the map again.
Yeah, so did you see it said residence? So I would assume that's where...
Where does it say residence?
On the outside. It has that symbol right there. The skull.
I thought that was minotaurs.
Go take a look.
Where, here?
Yep, look to the left. Right there.
Ah.
So
sanity is a slippery thing. I'm so far think this is kind of like it's very pretty. I like it so far.
It's very quiet.
I kind of like it where it's not using sound too much.
Well, yeah, but it almost seems like as if there's no sound. Do you know what I mean? Like there's so little sound.
I can hear it. You don't hear it?
I do, but I hear like it honestly, like it's so quiet that it sounds like more like white noise, you know?
There you go.
Yeah.
Danger. Unauthorized personnel. Keep out. So, we have some eyeballs on here. And the Minotaur is on the danger sign. So, I wonder if we are a person who's struggling with their mind.
That's what it said.
If we're a person struggling with their mind and they see a bull's head on signs, I wonder... Or is it that's what we're seeing because we're struggling?
Well, because it said that what we see and hear might not be real.
Watch your step. Oop. Old city source overflow. So it seems like their madness does have some influences.
Do you want me here? I know the question must seem odd, if not insulting, but I really must ask. You seem distant as of late.
Oh, are we talking...
Follow the water.
Are we talking to the... Like, the voice we're hearing is our own voice and we're talking to the building?
Maybe. It almost, you know what? It almost seems like the building is a representative of our consciousness, and we're
trying to get out of our madness.
We're like the mind talking to ourselves.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And this is like a literal representation of like the inner workings of our head.
That's cool. I like that idea. I thought we were in like some sort of post-apocalypse and we had, lost our mind. GUO. wonder if that's gonna come back into play.
Well, they
eyeballs.
have those, it says follow the water. It had those levers inside the original room that we were in.
Main sewer out. I wonder if I can pick that up. Nope. Nail it.
Might be able to go down the ladder.
I know, just don't want to miss anything. This is a pretty game. I like it.
Ah!
Look, radioactive things or something. That looks like a trap. So
it's fine.
go towards it.
Yep.
Admittedly, and please do not take offense, your innards sometimes frighten me. Even in the complete safety of a belly and to myself, there are places like this that I do not want to know.
Seems like we should go this way, but I want to check out what's down here real fast.
Yeah.
Oops. Add fonts or fontes?
I wonder if the dwellers would cluster together like rats if they really understood the true value of isolation. All of their pathetic little wars and ridiculous assumptions of superiority would be washed away if they all had their own private labyrinths to roam around in. Granted, they could never understand the importance of the individual, the megalomania of justice in the guild, order, and, yes, even the unknowing. It's far too strong. There really is no point in even attempting dialogue.
Did you see that the words changed when we got close to it?
No,
I'll show you.
I missed that.
So it said add fonts and then said to the source when we got closer. Like the words changed. Because when we were further away, it said add fonts. So I don't know what that's about.
Insert tweet copy here.
What's that?
Oh, it's a joke about a Black Friday tweet that McDonald's made that was like, insert tweet copy here. Meaning somebody accidentally tweeted from the account without putting the tweet in it. So I think that little eyeball meant maybe that this is the way to go and that the other thing was like where we were supposed to just look, but...
Pigs waste what is not swill. Even though we're in an old, decrepit place, I think they've managed to make it look beautiful. And I know that you love abandoned buildings. What do you think?
I would have gone a touch more decrepit. But...
Maybe it needs to build up to the decrepitness.
Yeah, because I feel like things still look relatively clean.
This way to the bowl.
Yeah, but I feel shouldn't we look up at the thing?
What thing?
Oh wait, did we work our way back around?
No, this is a different place. This is like a labyrinth, I think.
I think
3. The what? Oh yeah, this is in someone's mind.
yeah.
You're right. I'm just going in random directions, so... My
father showed me in the heavens Ziz flies, his wings like the clouds, he darkens the skies. Still, Behemoth is roaming in his desert unknown, the dunes reaching forward where no seed is sown. Under these beasts, neath the depths of abyss, Leviathan's creeping, Shoal's Prince of Dis.
Diz is a place, I think. It's like a thing. I've heard of Diz before.
Well, it sounds like it would be a place because Prince of Diz, but I don't know Shoal.
I feel like they're really referencing the Bible a lot.
Abba guided me onward by the strength of his hand. I let slip between my fingers my grasp of the sand. He wondered curious, do you know where you are? Indeed, I did not. All I could see was the blue. I told him plainly, does it matter? I'm right here with you.
That's kind of cute.
creepy.
Maybe I
shouldn't be here.
Well, it's a bit late for that, isn't it?
Did I find some sort of alternate ending or something? And that's it. That's the game.
Well, I guess we'll never know it was up the stairs.
Sorry, I don't think I'm doing this right. I think I'm playing the game wrong.
Oh, did you see the person?
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one. Happy and content.
Wait, yay!
They look like zombies.
Yay!
Yay?
I don't know. Not quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing.
Please. I cannot swim this deep. Let me out. Please.
I guess we've, discovered that.
Yeah?
Because the door is sealed now. Oh! The certitude of the ancients comes with a new coat. Annihilating those deemed
anachronistic.
Indeed, Dover runs red.
Okay.
We're supposed to go that way, but I'm checking the corners.
As a child, before the lots were cast, my parents moved around a great deal. State of motion was not constant, of course, but it was frequent. Honestly, I loved the newness of it. I loved feeling like a sculpture, clay added over and over, but with an artist always ready to carve from my form that which I did not require, continually reshaping my psychology. Bags in front of me during the unfortunately early hours before departure. They seem to decrease in number with each successive voyage.
So, I mean, obviously we don't know too much about this character yet, but from all the writing and the, the voiceovers and stuff, I don't really get the sense so much that he's, that he's unhinged, but also that he's kind of, a pompous asshole.
Yes, he is crazy, but does he have to be so annoying about it?
Yeah, but it's not. But it's not just it's not like craziness. Because he was talking about megalomania,
mm-hmm.
and this person is not oh my gosh, I'm unhinged and I'm afraid. This person is I loved feeling like a sculpture in new hands.
I have a feeling if a serial killer sent you their manifesto, you'd be like, oh my god, get over yourself and not even finish it. Be like, you're next, my muse of the megalomania. And you're like, oh god, whatever. I'm not even scared anymore. You're so annoying. They kidnap you, and they're doing their speech, and you're like, oh my god. Just do it.
Probably.
You'd be so annoyed.
Note. Excuse me, sorry. 784. It's funny, isn't it? Months into travel, and at the end of it, I am left with absolutely nothing. They told me that I should seek out the water treatment facility on this northwestern portion of the island. They told me that if I found it, I would be met with a conglomerate endeavor to reach the inland. I was told that the Order and the other enemies of the Guild would not interfere with our attempts at progress. No one ever told me the conglomerate endeavor in question was simply the continuation of the same pointless struggle against nothingness. Note 785.
Let's switch off so we don't get tired. I suppose this is my punishment for assuming movement has any worth. Miles and miles I ventured. All of this time spent, all of this pain endured, and here I sit with nothing to show for it but a dirty old mattress and a stagnant mind. That's the best part of it all, really. The best part is that I haven't changed. I'm the same idiot stumbling around in a fallen world that I was years past. Luckily, now that death is finding me like an old lover, rejected yet loyal, it doesn't matter what the dwellers don't seem to be concerned with in the inland.
Note 786. Then again, why would they be concerned? Why would they want to find meaning, a meaning that the old city must provide, if they already have their own? What need would there be for change? I am so horribly idiotic, aren't I? I should have seen it. No matter, it's about to be over, thankfully, and this pathetic waste of a life won't be here to trouble anyone anymore. Onward with your endeavors, then, dwellers. I'm sure you'll make headway with your enemies someday. Surely it won't result in the continuation of an infinite conflict that will never be resolved. Surely. By the greater I, what a fucking joke it all is.
Oh, I wonder if the organization they're talking about is the Greater I, or is it maybe that's their god, or...
Yeah.
Because it seemed like they were painting the eye everywhere.
I took that to mean god, but I don't know.
Note 787. I met a local minotaur named Jonah. Is that us? Or?
It's us.
He is a friendly reminder of sanity's fragility. Drank from the unclean water, no doubt. In speech, he seems normal until a point, and that point is in his drive into the bizarre. I would call it pretentious if it wasn't so obviously born of pure insanity. So he agrees with you.
Yeah.
I would call it pretentious if it wasn't so obviously born of pure insanity. I guess I can't complain as it's far better than the nonsense I hear from the guild. At least Jonah doesn't have weightless promises of inland ventures. No, he's firmly planted in his place. As if stuck in a loop, he keeps returning to vague memories of his childhood, as if they can protect him. In the middle of a thought, he'll bring it back from void, just to make everything seem safe. It's interesting to be able to hear what somebody else thinks of us.
Mm-hmm. Well, we don't know who. We are assuming that we're Jonah. We don't really know that for sure. And
now we get to know, like, minotaurs are just other people, or maybe other people with a certain task.
I guess. So, one of the things about playing a game that is, like, possibly entirely in somebody else's mind is that it almost, like, it takes away a little bit of my motivation to kind of, like, decode some of the stuff that they're talking about, because, like, I'm like, well, does that really represent a specific thing? Or, like, is it a representation, or is it actually, like, there is a guild, or does the guild represent X?
I'm going to assume that this is, like, we're in a real world, but we're insane.
Uh-huh.
Let's just go with that so you don't get all mad at everyone. Did we already go down here? I think so, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yes.
Okay. What was I gonna say? I think it's a beautiful game, and I think from the reviews I read, everyone said that it was satisfying, so. Up to the sources. And I think it's funny, you're like, this guy's this fucking pretentious asshole, and the game's like, you're right. That is correct.
Yeah. Whoa. Okay.
AJ's getting comfortable. Sorry, everyone.
So this is a water treatment plant, I guess?
Yeah, I assume they said the unclean water. Maybe the water is radioactive, like Fallout.
Yeah, maybe. And then they're talking about like dwellers and guilds and the order and minotaurs. And, like,
I think it's kind of cool, you know. So I'm sure most of you all know that there's that ancient myth where the minotaur is inside a labyrinth.
Yes.
And all that stuff. And there was, I think, inside the labyrinth, Icarus and his son lived. Is that true?
I don't know.
I think that's how they escaped. And then the son flew to. Oh, hey, another dead body. What's up?
Would you be angry with me if I removed his work? I'm not exactly a fan. Before I assumed this portion of your stomach, he existed as a parasite, eating away at your flesh before making his escape. I'm told that he refused to accept the sustenance you haul in from the outside. Some say he went insane after attempting to live off of the unclean water. Poor fool.
So something about the water makes you go insane.
January 24th, entry 1. This endeavor is new to me, but I suppose no other of my kind has written a journal of their discoveries. At least none that I have read. Why is that, I wonder? Why do the others, those spread thin in this hellhole, prefer talking to themselves aimlessly and without end? They wander in the dark, spewing their mind as if the walls themselves were engaging them. No matter, the walls will not hear my thoughts. No, my thoughts are for you, reader, whoever you are.
January 25th, entry 2. I went with the order camp near the downed subway car today. It was always interesting how they and the others down here have taken to living in our collective filth. Though I suppose the grass is always greener only when you can see the other side. If I can plan some sort of coordinated effort to get to the surface, I think we can travel much faster. What we need is a rigid system and cooperation.
January 26th, entry 3. Back when I was dubbed Minotaur by the Council of Modernity, I assumed the title granted me at least a modicum of authority over logistical affairs. This doesn't appear to be the case with the Order Camp, however, as they've rejected me outright. The title seems to distance me from them. Sometimes I feel as though the Council is no better than the rabble of pre-mods that they combated. The pre-mods themselves are almost entirely eliminated, but our current populace is just as stubborn and unwilling to challenge their current status.
So I think so my interpretation is that we've imbibed the dirty water and it's infected our mind, but there is some reality to this world.
So if we're drinking dirt, does that mean we're just drinking feces?
I think there's like the water's contaminated with something.
Yeah.
And everyone's here to try and like clean the water. But now we know that a minotaur is not like, we're not going to be chased around by monsters.
Yeah, yeah.
These are like people, but like everyone else seems to be dead, and it doesn't, like, these don't seem like, they seem like slightly mummified and kind of old. Because they're not, like, rotting or anything.
I don't know.
But everything here seems to be dead.
Everything is dead.
Like, including the rats. So we're the only one who's still alive. January 27th, entry 4. Today I decided to use a different tactic than I had used before. Instead of pulling rank, I opted to use reason, As common dwellers, we are all aware that our supply of water and food is largely provided by the old city. It is clear that this entire supply is simply the leftovers of a much larger meal, a hand-me-down from some other entity in a much better financial situation. While this free sustenance is appreciated, wouldn't you rather find the source? Apparently, I alone have that sentiment. I will try harder.
February 3rd, entry 5. It has been a week since my last entry. I have tried everything. These people are intolerable. I've tried every measure of reason to no avail. They'd rather drink the old city's charity water than find its fountain. I don't know how much longer I can take this. Every time I give a reason to escape this underground purgatory, it becomes more evident to myself how badly I personally need to get out. And every time they refuse, it becomes more obvious how hopeless this situation really is.
Seems like it's a whole society, so that no one sees. It lives underground?
Maybe.
But, it seems like there's light coming from the windows. I just wanted to do that with you so you wouldn't feel alone. Can I touch this? Whoa, what? How do I... Solomon's note unlocked.
So go to the Solomon's notes. And...
Oh, shit.
Okay.
This is really long.
Whoa. Wow.
Don't want to do it. Sorry. We'll come back to it maybe, but that's a lot.
Hold on. At least put it on the screen, and so that if people want to read it, they can.
Yeah. Okay.
So bring it to the top. What? Press the arrow, maybe? What the fuck?
Let me just take 20 minutes to do this real quick. No worries.
Well, I want to just let you pull it up.
There we go.
Okay, so blah. Yeah, this is wow. And I'm wondering if this actually says anything, or if this is just kind of madman rambling, you know?
Do you know how to teach a child to swim? But my dear reader, you are exempt from the structure. You have escaped it through the timing of your birth. I congratulate you. It is fitting indeed that I was unable to avoid its fruits. It is my punishment for being worthless. That seems like a lot of not stuff I want to read.
Yeah.
I'm sure that everyone's gonna be like, there was something really important in there, and I'm like, sorry. I can only read so much.
That's where we came from before.
Are you?
When we went on that side, we went through and around.
No. Oh yes, you're right. Sorry. Oh, that means, yeah, we covered everything, right?
Yep.